If you feel like if I don't control everything, everything will fall apart, I want to show you a simple way to do your part and release the rest to God so you can feel peace again. Because stress doesn't just make us worried, it makes us feel responsible for outcomes we can't control. For a lot of us, it shows up as what I call money pressure, like checking your bank account and feeling your stomach drop, or lying awake doing math in your head. You know what I mean? Underneath, we tend to feel like it's all on me. It's like we need to control everything. Like we just need to control the outcome. And when life gets uncertain, we start to scramble faster and faster, and we try to force a solution. But peace doesn't come from more control. It comes from knowing what's yours to carry and what isn't. If you saw part one, you know the Rubik's Cube's center pieces don't move. If you didn't, no worries. Here's the big idea. Control says it's all on me. Trust says I'm going to do my part. I'm going to release the rest to God. So here's where we're going. 3 steps you can start right away. Clarity, your part. Release, God's part. And a reset you can do anytime things spiral. So step 1 is do your part. Money fear gets louder when everything feels foggy and undefined. So step 1 is really simple. Define your part. Not everything, not the whole future, right? Just your part. And that might look like different things. That might look like making that phone call you've been avoiding, right? Or make a doable 24-hour plan, or apply for that job, or take one step towards that business idea you've been thinking about. Maybe you sit down, or you redo your budget for the week, or you ask someone you trust for some help. Just pick one thing, just one, so your next move is really, really clear. Control fear loves vague, spiraling thoughts. What if everything falls apart? What if I can't do it? But trust asks a better question. What is my next faithful step? If you want one sentence for step 1, it's this: God, show me my part for right now. Step 2 is to release God's part. Now, step 2, listen, is where most of us struggle. We need to release what belongs to God. Money pressure can make us live like everything depends on us. But here's the truth. You're called to be faithful and responsible, but you aren't God. You can do your part with integrity, but you can't control everything, like timing or the economy or other people's choices, whether the door opens or whether you get that yes. Here's a little prayer you can say. God, I release these outcomes to you right now. I'll do my part, and I just thank you for carrying the rest. It's not because you don't care, but because you're not built to carry all outcomes. You need to do what's yours and then hand the rest to God. So step 3, replace control with trust. Now, step 3 is what keeps you from snapping back into the scramble control mode. You guys know what I mean? Because control mode and fear is a habit. So let's replace control mode with a trust practice. It's simple and easy. Let's do this together right now. Try it with me. Say it out loud if you can. First, I want you to name it. God, I'm trying to control this because I'm afraid. And I'm going to learn to do my part. And my part today is to make that one call or that one application. And I'm going to release the rest to you. I'm going to release what I can't control to you. My friends, that's it. Simple faith isn't complicated. It's just repeated surrender. Letting go, by the way, doesn't mean doing nothing. So let me say this clearly. Letting go is not passivity. Trust doesn't mean you sit back and, I'm not going to do anything. No. Trust means you do what's wise and you do what's honest, right? And you do what you're responsible for, and you stop punishing yourself for the things you can't control. So you do your part, release the rest. And here's why you can do this without falling apart. When you release control, you're not releasing yourself into nothing. You're releasing yourself into the hands of God who loves you. You see, God's love doesn't move. Your worth doesn't move. You are God's child. So you don't have to control everything to be safe. So let's recap the 3 steps. I want you to do your part, define your next faithful step. Number 2, release God's part. Those outcomes belong to Him. And then I want you to replace control with trusting and that 30-second practice that you can repeat. Remember, control says it's all on me, and trust says I'll do my part and release the rest to God. And if this video helped, be sure to share it with someone who, well, they might be trying to control everything or carry all the weight themselves. Here's a question for you. What's your next step? And what are you going to release to God? Keep it small, keep it honest, and let us know in the comments below. You're not alone. It's not all on you. Remember this, my friends. God loves you. So do I. And we're going to see you in the next video.